Hi, Jerry Cunningham again. I'm pasting this under Module 1 or Week 1 just to be some background information should you find yourself needing it. However, I don't think the problems call for much in the area of the order of operations. But definitely during Week 2 you'll have this, and I'm going to go ahead and post this under both Week 1 and Week 2. Basically, the order of operations. For Week 1, it's just that you will have a bunch of operations of the same rank, so you just operate left to right. So if you have addition, subtraction, more subtraction, you just work from the left to the right. If you have multiplication, division, division, whatever, those kinds of operations in a line, then again you would just operate left to right. However, when you get to more complicated equations, then it's good to remember this PEMDAS, which is the order of operations. The saying that goes along with it that many people have used is, "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally." And the reason for that is the P represents parentheses, E stands for exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So that really is the order of operations. So anytime there are parentheses, you would work from within inside those parentheses, from one parenthesis to the other, and you would simplify and manage whatever equations are within the parentheses. Then you would move outside the parentheses to whatever the next level is, which would be exponents, unless there's multiplication and division, and then you would do exponents, then multiplication and division would be next, and then any addition and subtraction is basically the last step in the order of operations. Now, the other thing that I wanted to bring to your attention, all these slides should be attached somewhere, easily accessible from within the assigned practice exercises, but maybe elsewhere in the week as well. But this one is basically what I call the decoder ring. So if you come up with a word in a sentence like sum of, added to, increase by, more than, or plus, that all translates into the mathematical operation of plus. And this is just to help you work through word problems or other things that you might find. Subtraction. Again, Week 1 are really just addition and subtraction problems, but the difference, something minus something else, something subtracted from, decreased by, less than, those words should all trigger you to think about subtraction. And likewise, product of, multiply by, times of, those are almost always related with the multiplication operation. Quotient, divided by, ratio, per, those would be divide, which you can see divide done in a few different ways. Just like multiplication could be either this dot, or it can be often just that, or multiple, kind of an asterisk type representation of multiplication. So division can be kind of the slash, the multiply, or the divide symbol that we've used for a long time, or it can actually be one number over the other, so you'd actually have a straight horizontal line between them. Equals, equal to, is, the result, becomes, whatever. That's where in the sentence, if you're writing numbers and adding operations, then that's where you would put the equal sign. Quite often they'll also say a number, or a certain quantity, unknown quantity, an unknown value, a quantity. Those things are all really directing you to put in basically a variable like x. I have a personal pet peeve of people using just x all the time, because once you start with multiple variables, it's very hard to go back and figure out what exactly did I mean x to represent. And so I think it's useful to use something that is meaningful to you to represent what that is. So when you get to an unknown quantity and it's describing that unknown quantity, then go ahead and put something in that would be meaningful to you, or just substitute the standard x. And then exponents have a few words to look for as well, like raised to, or something times itself, or times itself so many times, those kinds of things. Then you think about exponents. Hopefully those two items will help you out with Week 1 and Week 2. And we will talk to you as I start working through some of the specific exercises in Week 1.